So else here. Yes, laundry time. It's a sponsored video, so I hope it stays like this. I got all the folding tables. Yes. Oh, I don't know about this one. Oh. And now I just want to throw everything in here. I don't feel like separating nothing. My work. Get my car. My laundry card. Oh, let's see what it is. Ooh, making a lot of noise. This one, let me put it by itself. Delicate. I'll leave that on for 7 minutes because I don't want it to shrink. But I don't want it to be damp either. Ooh, I'm out of it. So 7 minutes is not too long. Wait a minute, so I got one on for 14 minutes. Other one's for 7 minutes. I don't know, I think the other one might need more time, but I got everything in there. I didn't separate the like silk stuff from the cotton stuff. You know, cotton take longer to dry. So I usually like to separate it because the stuff that's like very thin material, they don't need to be with the cotton. What you think? Tell me, I'm watching. Tell me, I see y'all in here. What do you think? Don't you think cotton should be separated from the stuff that's like nylon and silk and stuff, you know? I don't like to put them together. Oh, when I ask for engagement, then you're trying to leave? What is wrong with you guys? Come in and say hello. Where y'all watching from? How are y'all doing? Don't it feel like a Saturday? It feels like a Saturday to me. Y'all want to see me fold clothes? Or you're bored with this? Because you may find this boring, but guess what? This is what I gotta do. This is what all adults gotta do. My son doesn't try to do it. No, he tries to avoid this with everything in him. He does not want to do laundry. It's so annoying. Like when he was a little boy, like when he was a toddler and stuff, I used to put him in this. You know what I'm saying? I used to put him in this. He always used to go to the laundromat. And we would get Domino's pizza because the laundromat I used to go to was right next to the Domino's. We used to get Domino's pizza, everything. We'd be chilling, having a good time, looking at movies because the laundromat I used to go to, the laundromat I used to go to, they didn't, I don't know, it was a lot going on, but they had quarters and stuff, and they didn't function well with the pandemic came because the pandemic made a lot of businesses close. But this place didn't close. That's why I had to learn how to use this one. This one don't use no quarters. You got a card. It's always tap and go like our transportation system is now. They've been tap and go. So regardless if I might have been resistant or not, I'm forced to be here because during the pandemic, you didn't have a lot of places open. This place was open. Thank God. And every borough and area does stuff. In Brooklyn, their laundromat remain open, and they use quarters. I think it's just a matter of where you are and how the community reacts, because like in my area, we don't really have copy machines. We don't have none of that. And I was over there and where did I go? I went over to Sunset Park because I don't hang out in Sunset Park. And when I was in Sunset Park, I had places that do copies for you for 10 cents. And I was like, they back in the day. Because where I am, they're not trying to hear that. We used to have pharmacies where they had the cards. You can get a Get Well card, any kind of card. All of that is gone. Okay, all of those places are gone, and they didn't replace. They just sit and make. If you want me to show y'all, let me know in the comment section or in here, because I can show you how. This is the stuff that didn't make it during the pandemic. They just gone. They're just gone. So I would say that there's still remnants of things that remind me of the pandemic, but I mean, we have definitely improved. There's a lot of positive things, I would say, but there's still things that I would say maybe still trigger trauma in me. Because I didn't start having panic attacks until the pandemic. So I got all scared about I don't even remember now. It's community something. Anyway, I started like having panic attacks, and it's horrible. Like, panic attacks are horrible. So I wouldn't wish that on nobody. And the thing that's interesting is, what did they go through? Because the panic attack don't just come, right? So for a person to have it, that's horrible. My panic attack, it felt like a heart attack and stuff. Like, I felt horrible. My dryer is on 1, so it's gonna stop in a little while. And then the other one is on 7. I should check it. I don't know. I don't know why people is coming around. Let's see. Ooh, this is damp. But you know what? I'll let it go on the other one now. I think delicate. I don't want them to be in the dryer too long either. Um, Baby, what's happening? Ron Froggy Dog said this what? And then Mohammed Torre. That sounds kind of French. Y'all really hate the laundry? Y'all funny. I hate laundry too. Look at you do. Y'all make us laugh. You gotta do your laundry. Is that what you do? I don't think all my laundry is done in 4 minutes. We'll have to put some more time on that because. Ooh. 11. The odd number. From the even number to an odd number. I don't like that. I'm ready to go too. Like I don't want to do this, but you gotta have clean clothes. And I didn't do a lot. I got towels and stuff to wash. I feel like putting nothing in the wagon. Pants not that long. I can't stand seeing people wash clothes with holes in it. So I'm gonna throw these away. But first I have to get some clean laundry. I'm gonna throw these pants away. I ain't gonna throw them away here, but I'm gonna throw them away because I don't got I don't got no. I don't think I got no thread. I might got thread. I might have a needle and thread, but I'm the type of person. I'll stitch up something and then it'll get messed up somewhere else. Cause what I have when I have something wearing away, it's just old. It's just time to go. And I like these pants. Yes, I like them very much. They got pockets and everything, but you know. They old and they worn up, they worn away. But I'm saying that some people wash stuff that got holes in them, and I know that because I used to do ooh, see, that just shows you these pants. So you can't do nothing for them. They're worn away, but I got experience with working with people with mental illness, and one of the things, right, when it be time for laundry, I would advocate to make sure they get funding, they get help with doing laundry, and it would call like home services, home care, homekeeper, some kind of services. I forget the term, but I was able to get this woman monies to do her laundry. Her apartment was just full of, it was just horrible. Anyway, so we went to the laundromat together. And she had a whole bunch of pants like this. And I said, excuse me, ma'am. This has to be thrown away. And she went crazy. She was like, no, she wanted to wash that. And I was like, no problem. And we put that in the washing machine and we put it in the dryer. But of course I had to report that she washed a whole bunch of stuff that was worn, you know. And I'm sure she may have attachments to it. Like I told you, I like these pants. Like I like them. Okay. But I know that I have to let them go. I put these are leggings in me. I didn't want to let them go today because sometimes I feel like dressing like a bum. Because I'm in that kind of neighborhood that you can dress like a bum. Because I feel like dressing like a bum. I don't care. So I didn't care. I said, as long as I know I'm clean. I took my shower and everything, and I put this stuff on. These pants are not clean. But I knew I had to stop myself. I was like, you can't wash these. And I remember because I was working with this woman, yo. She had all her clothes had holes in them. And I said, ma'am, no, you have to throw this away. And she was, she went crazy. Because she was crazy. But that's why I was working with her, because she was crazy. They don't give people that are not diagnosed services. Because they say you're going to do that shit yourself. That's just how it is. But when you have a diagnosis, you get medication, you go to your therapist, they can give you wraparound services. And I was working at a job where I was a part of a Medicaid bundle. I was a part of wraparound services. And my title was Family Support Specialist. And I would support the family, mainly the mother, with things such as navigating in the community and with the systems that she may have services. Like I had one family, her daughter was involved with ACS and she didn't want to go to the ACS appointment. I think she was involved with, this is technical, but I know y'all be watching that, understand what I'm saying, because y'all want to. So she was involved with Little Flower, right? It was either Little Flower or Catholic Charities. The workers from that organization that was put in her home because of ACS wanted to meet with her at the office, and my client did not want to go to the office. So as an advocate on her behalf, I advocated for her to have the meeting via conference call. And I'm telling you, those workers thought that was ridiculous. See, the workers came into the room expecting to see my client. They didn't know, they saw the speaker. We had that conference room speaker, for those who use it. They saw it there, but they didn't understand that that's where my client was. That's where their client was. They was having a fit, and they was like, what? And she was fine, right on that phone, right? She was present on that call, but the workers was not okay with it. They were okay. And she had a right. She's there. What's the problem? But they did not appreciate that she was getting that convenience. And they was like, almost didn't want to have the meeting. And I said, she's present and I'm here. So what is the problem? They said, she's supposed to be here. And I said, what is it that you would like? What is the conversation you want to have with her? And she was like, first of all, I want to know why you don't feel comfortable with coming to this location, ma'am. She wanted to know. And I wanted to know too. We had the meeting. They was talking about services and the home. I used to go to the home. But anyway, they took me off that case. They took me off that case. And she had a fit. You hear me? She had a whole fit. But I advocated for her. They can't say I didn't advocate. Just like I advocated for that woman, another woman. I'm talking about the woman. I advocated for her to get home services, whatever they call it, housekeeping services, whatever, to get her laundry done for free on the agency. And she had rags. She was washing garbage. But that's what she was attached to. That's what she had. That was her clothes. But I don't listen. I'm telling you, this made me think of home. Hello, Tisharia. How are you? I had some socks. I think somebody gave them to me. I like those, I got them with me. I gotta throw these away too. I'm being messy. But anyway, because I think somebody gave me these. I like these kind of socks. They like the fleece, like they like the fleece fluffy socks. I love them, right? I don't know if my socks shrunk or whatever, but they don't come up. Like, see my socks right here? You see them? They come all the way up. Those socks don't come up. Now, I don't believe that they didn't used to come up, but for some reason, they don't come up now. And I be walking, and they be sliding down. So I said, I gotta throw these away. I don't want to throw them away, but I have to throw them away. They're garbage. They don't service my foot. And I feel like I had them forever. So I guess they just wore, they just wore out of age. Because I got stuff, man. Y'all got old stuff. But I don't have only old stuff. Like, I got new stuff too. But I'm saying, I have enough stuff that have replaced this. It's crazy of me to try to keep garbage. And I know it's crazy because I work with crazy people to know that I'm talking about nonsense. When you know you have something you have to do it. No excuses. No conversation about it. You got laundry to do your laundry. I want you to do your laundry. For real. You gotta do it. What's going on here? I'm doing real laundry. You got holes and stuff. Throw it away. You know, I like to separate my stuff right here. So I have shirts here, pants here, my son's clothes over there. And what I want to say is, I feel like when you are doing an event as an organization, you should have your organization's stuff on what you're giving out. I was working with this organization that they didn't want to get stuff that said the name of their organization, and I thought that was ridiculous. They didn't mind getting donations, but they didn't want to spend any money. But they get their own stuff, so people that participate in the event will have something that says by their stuff. This is the organization, Guns Down, Life Up. That's an organization. But this place I was volunteering at, they was like, they did not want to spend no money getting anything with their logo on it. And I was like, they are so cheap. I'm spending more money. And when we was talking about getting bags, they didn't even want to. I felt like you could get bags and have your logo on it. They didn't want to do that. So I was like, well, I got a bunch of bags in my house because I'll be collecting bags, and I had a whole bunch of Target bags because I was always going to Target, and they was like, oh, we don't want to be promoting Target, and I was like, oh, so they understand logos. They should have They should have bags. Their logo on it. Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't want. We don't want to promote Target. I was like, they are unbelievable. But they took the bags. They used them. I'm saying they should have got their own logo. People can let you know they participating. They participating because they got the logo. I don't got the set to my. This is a set. I don't see the pants. Where are the pants is? Oh, what I do with the pants? Where's the set? This is a set. This is a set. Shirt and pants. This is set too. Shirt and pants. I ain't got the pants. Oh. See my clothes, I'm almost finished. This is another example. So I just got this when I went up to Albany. Boom. Website on the back. ParoleJusticeNewYork.com. Now, they gave that out for free. And I'm telling you, I was volunteering at a spot. They was not giving out no t-shirts for free. They wasn't even giving you anything with bag with their name on it, nothing. I said, they are so cheap. And then, so I went to this Black History Month event, movie screening yesterday with rap. And that is releasing Asian people in prison. I had a great event, great time there. And I saw them when I went to Albany. They have maintained a relationship with me. Wonderful. I'm packing everything. I'm packing. That's all I brought. See all these dryers. See, I'm all done. Now, what I wanted to show you was that we got all them dryers. It's Thursday. It's like a Saturday, but it's a Thursday. We got all them dryers. And once I took my son's sweater out of the dryer. That lady went and I hate that. I hate when people go right behind me when there's nothing but dryers available. Like I felt like she was up on me. Like I hate that. You got hardly nobody in this laundromat today. Hardly nobody in here. Why are you up on me at all? Like stop it. And I just stay quiet. Cause I'm happy I'm out of there. Who you gonna hover over now? Boo boo. That's why I don't do too much. So I don't gotta be annoyed. I wanna be in and out. Cause people are weird. You got all of that space. Once I let my once I took my son's sweater out the dryer, which was on for 7 minutes, she gonna put her clothes right in there. My son's dryer wasn't dry, so I put it in the other one. But I'm like, you got all these dryers. I hate it when they act like that. It's old school, cause she was putting water in her empty laundry bottle and pouring the water inside of the wash machine. That's like because we didn't have enough water. If you go to like messed up laundromats, they don't be having enough water in the machines, and people get uncomfortable, so they add water. This is a up to date laundromat. You don't have to do all of that. Oh, I'm ready to cross the street. Traffic is there. Just that's such old school stuff. And if you don't overstuff your washing machine, you don't got to worry about that anyway. That's because you filling it up, and then you don't feel there's enough water in there. Anyway, that's just. I don't feel like walking now. Just let me get a break. I'm just taking a break because it was taking everything in me to just leave it alone. But I want to be like, Miss, can you back up? When in my neighborhood, they didn't want to social distance. Okay. They put stickers on the floor for us to stand on to social distance, and people they was not trying to adhere to that. And I was like, ma'am, the sticker is where you supposed to stand. Nobody should be up on me. It was horrible. Social distancing. They was like, what's that? They was not doing well over here with those mandates. Not at all. People like to be up on you. That's why I started having panic attacks. You talking about 6 feet and we got a crowded train? You know how sardines squash were in the trains? It was ridiculous. Then they're gonna act like they can't understand why people left New York. New York is not a place for distancing anything. They like to over squash people all the time. We always up on each other in New York. We be squashed on the bus, squashed on the train. And they talking about, oh, wear your mask and be 6 feet apart, everything. It was crazy. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take the train no more. I couldn't do it. I was freaking out. Couldn't take no public transportation. Community spread, that's the name of it. So I was concerned about community spread. They up there telling all this stuff on the news, talking about, oh, how is this spreading? This and that. Horrible. We got through it. Mayor Adams had to be the mayor to deal with that. Ugh. Horrible. It was horrible. And I feel people should be able to get disability that was negatively impacted during that time. I think that people that was negatively impacted during the pandemic should be able to get disability. They was traumatized and now they can't get back to normal. So they need disability. That should be a category. Traumatized people. They're traumatized. I don't know. You know, people was traumatized with 9/11. I don't know what they did. I don't think they gave them no disability for that. But 9/11 and the pandemic's two different things. We went through the pandemic for a minute. They had bodies, like people was just dropping dead. That was crazy. And some people, that really messed them up mentally. Not saying that 9/11 didn't. You see somebody jumping from a building, but I'm just saying everybody was impacted by the pandemic with no control. 9/11, you know, if you was in that area, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think 9/11 was a problem too because they was trying to, Giuliani was doing that time. He was trying to get people to go back to the restaurants and stuff. People didn't want to do nothing. They was afraid of being attacked. They was afraid that there would be more attacks, and we always had those red alerts up for possible attacks, and people was going crazy. They didn't want no bags around. It was horrible. So I do think that's horrible, you know? 9/11 and the pandemic, it's ridiculous. Maybe that could be the reason why a person needs a disability. Because if they experience both of those events and they're in extreme trauma and now they have these panic attacks and disorientation due to flashbacks or fear, they should get disability and services. You know, give them services. What's this? Oh. What y'all think? You think they deserve some kind of disability? Or we're enabling them? You almost been with me for an hour. Thank you. Y'all doing great. I wish I could move faster. I'm waiting for the. I'm waiting. There's a Metro North. Ah. Pennsylvania license plates, New Hampshire license plates. I gotta throw these fans away. I gotta do it. I'm resistant. I know I should throw them away. 777s. You just got things that you just don't want to let go. Ah, I had two outfits that I didn't have complete in this wash. Now, one didn't have the bottoms. No, both of them didn't have the bottoms. Now, what did I do with them? I gotta find the bottoms. This other train, the Metro North. I gotta find them bottoms. I remember my friend. She lived up the block. The one I always tell you about. You might be here for the first time. My name is 12 Bells. You can call me 12. I had a friend lived up the block. They took her to the psych ward at the Metropolitan. I don't exactly know what led it there, but it's a possibility she was walking around naked and they took her there. But I don't know. Because just because you walking around naked, they gonna keep you in there for months? They kept her there for like three months. It was horrible. But she lived up there. She lived in an apartment up the block. And every time I come over, all her stuff would rattle. Every time the Metro North passed, I was like, oh my God. It was like we having tremors, like a mini earthquake. She had such a beautiful apartment, but that was such a turnoff. Every time, you know how often the Metro North passed? Every time that Metro North passed, it was like we having tremors. We be looking at a movie, and the movie, the television screen might get out of focus or something. It's crazy. That was so powerful. Vibrations. She got vibrations from the Metro North. Horrible. I remember when I first moved over here, I used to hear the Metro North, but I adjusted to it. Now, I don't hear it. Somebody will tell me, what's that? They have to learn how to block it out. Huh? Because I don't hear it. I block it out. It don't bother me no more. So funny. If you got somebody and they go, what's that noise? Oh, that's the Metro North. You be like, oh my God. I'm like, I had a friend, her place would shake every time. At least my place don't shake. Put my face on shape. That new home is on site.